We got UFC 325 this weekend, and I'm going to go over every single fight for every single card, as I always do, bottom to top. Starting off with Aaron Tal versus Namsarai Batbayar. These are some road to the UFC fights starting off in this card, which I think is a bit odd, but I guess they're trying to promote that. Whatever. Aaron Tal, he's from New Zealand. He has a facial moko, or the Maori facial tattoos. Very cool. However, he is a bit of a stiff fighter, in my opinion, and Namsarai Batbayar is a bit smoother. He's got some good submissions. His timing's better, and he seems to have a better base when throwing strikes. So I'm going to go with Batbayar via submission, although I think Aaron Tal has some decent wrestling and toughness. Next, we have Lawrence Louis versus Sulong Grongbo. Lawrence Louis is from City Kickboxing, with Izzy and Volk and such. There's minimal film really on either of these guys, but what I could see, Sulong Grongbo has some really good timing, some good power, so I'm going to go with him via knockout. Next, we have Kichiro Nakamura versus Cezalai. Nakamura, he has like a slower MVP type of style where he has a very bladed stance. He tries to blitz in, but he's pretty hittable. And Cezalai's got some really good grappling and some good power, good timing. I think Cezalai is going to knock out Nakamura in this one. So we have Donmar Fan versus Sangwoo Kim. Fan has some heavy grappling, like very just draining grappling, and seems to be a lot better in that department than his opponent, who also likes to grapple. So I think we're going to get a Donmar Fan victory via decision. We've got Khan Offley versus Yija. Khan Offley, this is the first non-road to the UFC fight, I'm pretty certain. Khan Offley was on The Ultimate Fighter, where he was knocked out by Myron Santos. He's pretty well-rounded. He's got some good wrestling. He's Australian, and Yija has some explosiveness and timing that resembles Myron Santos a little bit, but he's a bit older and more experienced. So I think Khan Offley is going to struggle with that. So I've got Yija winning by knockout on this one. I'm going to go over the rest of the prelims in my next video, so make sure you guys follow for more. All right, we've got Oban Elliott versus Mikalev. Mikalev is the favorite here. He's a little bit more experienced than Oban Elliott. He's a bit slower, but very powerful, good timing, and good range control. Really big kicker. Like, he really will throw his kicks low, mid, high, and he switches that up really well. However, Oban Elliott is very fast. He's got really good spacing as well and distance management, and he's very aware of his distance control. I think Oban Elliott is going to have a comeback victory here, and I think he actually wins by knockout. Next, we have Torres Finney versus Jacob Malkoun. Torres Finney is a smotherer. He will grab onto you and just hold onto you until the bell rings, and it's the most boring thing I've ever witnessed in my entire life. So screw him, and I'll take Jacob Malkoun by decision. Maybe a little bit of bias there. It's for you to decide. Next, we have Billy Elikana versus, I think, Junior Tafa. Could be Justin Tafa. I don't know. I honestly don't care. I'm never picking a Tafa. They're not good at fighting. I don't understand how they're still in the UFC, period. So I got Billy Elikana. He's going to win somehow, I'm sure. And that is it for the prelims. So it's time for the main card. Go to my page. Hit the follow button while you're there if you're liking this content. And we're going to start off here with Quillan Salkild versus Jamie Malarkey. Some Aussie-on-Aussie violence. Let me know if I pronounced Quillan's name wrong. I'm going to refer to him as Quillan for the rest of this segment. He's a beast. Quillan is an absolute beast. He's got great timing. He's young. He's creative. He's very good. Jamie Malarkey is, he's your crafty vet. I don't really understand why they would match up two Aussies in Australia. It just seems a bit stupid to me. I don't like the UFC's decision there. I haven't been liking their decisions as of late in general. But regardless, I got Quillan winning by knockout. Next, we have Tai Tuivasa versus Thaleson Teixeira. Again, I had mentioned this in my previous video regarding the Tafa brothers. Tai Tuivasa, I have no idea how he's still in the UFC. He's on a 4 or 5 fight losing streak, and he's just not good. He doesn't put in the work. His conditioning's terrible. He's powerful. Of course, he's always going to have a puncher's chance, even in this fight. Thaleson Teixeira Again, not great. The heavyweights are just terrible. I I cannot begin to explain how much I despise the UFC heavyweight division. But I think Teixeira has the opportunity to use his range well and then knock out Tai Tuivasa. And next we have Mauricio Ruffy versus Rafael Fiziev. Fiziev, I love watching him fight as a Muay Thai fan. He has like the premier Muay Thai style in the UFC. His timing is exceptional. His speed and power are exceptional. However, Mauricio Ruffy, in my opinion, has really good distance management. He's fast, he's young, he's creative. I think that's something that Fiziev is going to have a little bit of a hard time dealing with. I think this will be a good fight, though. It's going to be very back and forth. It's going to be very close. But I think Ruffy wins the decision 2-1. Next, we have Dan Hooker versus Benoit Saint-Denis. I love Dan Hooker. And I'm coming around on Benoit Saint-Denis. His new camp is very good. He's starting to train with Imavov and I think Cyril Gane and those guys. And since moving to that camp, he has looked exceptionally better. Dan Hooker, he just fought. He just got smoked by Arman. I honestly, I don't think there is a way for Hooker to win this fight. I think Benoit Saint-Denis kind of wins however he wants. And I don't really know which way that's going to be because Benoit Saint-Denis can kind of do it all. So I got BSD winning. Alexander Volkanovski is one of the greatest fighters of all time. He's old. Diego Lopes is young and explosive. He's much larger than Volkanovski. I think Volk has Diego Lopes's number. To be honest, I didn't really think... there were a lot of back and forth moments in the last fight. A lot of moments where Diego looked like he had a shot that was going to hurt Volk, but it didn't. I think I have a hard time imagining that this fight will go any differently. I'm greatly disappointed in the matchmaking team of the UFC and the decisions that they have made. I think this fight is stupid, pointless, and shouldn't be happening as there are two much more deserving fighters than Diego Lopes, who I adore, but it just doesn't make sense. So I've got Volk winning a decision. I think he's just going to use his superior speed, distance control, and timing to do the same that he did last time, which was slowly pick apart Diego Lopes and then beat him in cardio. Make sure you guys like and follow for more.